So Robbie Krager here, the Flip Flop Flipper. We're in Dallas, Texas. Dallas? We're not in Dallas.
We're in McKinney,
Texas.
Yep.
And I've just been meeting some great people this week, Toby. And sitting here talking to you and hearing your story, we're kindred spirits. Let's talk about what you do. I mean, this guy's Private Lender of the Year in 2020.
2019.
2019. What's this, 2020?
You're right. I have been telling people for 2019 for 6 months. You're absolutely right. I'm glad they put that in print.
You do more than just private lending or hard money lending. You actually can take it from buy, fix, and sell lending where it's distressed, and then if they want to keep it or if they want to if they want to sell it to a person who's going to live in it, you can handle that for them as well.
Well, we don't. Yeah, so we can take it to the long term. We used to do the primary resident. We don't do the primary resident anymore. We are licensed. So during COVID, when the capital market shut down, March 13th of 2020, COVID hit capital markets, and they all shut down. They were not deploying any more capital, and we sell all our loans to Wall Street.
Okay.
So March 13th of 2020, they shut down. So we're not buying any more loans. So whatever's on your books, you get to keep, and that wasn't an option for us.
Yeah.
But we had to pivot, and it's one of the things that's in my book is how we've transitioned through all the life struggles. That was one of the biggest ones, because then we either folded shop or we revamped, and the revamp was to become NMLS licensed to be able to do primary resident lending.
Okay.
So I got licensed, my wife got licensed, we licensed the company, and immediately within about 90 days started refinancing people because rates had gone from what they were 5.5, 6 down to less than 2.
They were giving it away.
They were giving it away. So we were able to keep the doors open, keep the employees going because we were able to pivot. But that's was one of the things, and so we still have that ability to do that, but it's not our main focus.
Well, your main focus, because I've just had a conversation with you.
Yep.
You want to teach people and help people to be a better whoever they are, really. And you're building a system that's behind us. I don't know if we can see it here, but you're building a system for people. It's a 28-day challenge, I guess.
So it's the foundation of our coaching, mentoring, shadowing program. You know, we all know that if you're looking to get into real estate investing, or you're currently in real estate investing, that it's not the most opportune time right now.
Right.
Rates are high, valuations are high, lenders have really cracked down on the guidelines. And if you just happen to get into it, becoming out of COVID with the low interest rates, you're getting punched in the gut with it. You're not able to scale, you're not able to grow, and you're struggling. And so, you know, taking the 30 plus years that I have as a CEO and the life scars that I have, to be able to coach and mentor somebody, we know there's more to it than just say, well, here's how you buy a property, here's how you evaluate it, here's how you fix and flip it, and there's more to life. And the life is knowing that your spiritual, mental, and physical well-being is intact.
Right.
Three-legged stool. And if there's any leg longer or shorter, that's lopsided, it'll tumble. If there's one missing, it won't stand at all.
Fall.
And so in that coaching platform, we really want to focus on the individual first and foremost. Are you spiritually, mental, and physically sound? If not, we have a 28-day program that will do a self-analysis and really cater to what you're lacking in, help you build a daily discipline so that you are prepared for the crap that life will hit you with.
Yep.
And I was being polite because I know we're on YouTube, and
Yep.
there's more inflammatory words that really expresses that.
You've said a couple times in our brief meeting here, life's going to kick you.
Life's going to kick you. And if it doesn't, then you're not doing anything right. If you're soaring through life and it's not kicking you and chopping you down, then you aren't doing anything. You're sitting on the couch, you're watching Oprah, nothing against Oprah, but you're sitting there watching Dr. Phil and you're not challenging yourself. Therefore, the world is not challenging you.
Yeah.
And so the one thing that we do emphasize as a life testament is that the more life is kicking you, the more you know you're on the right path.
Wow.
But you have to be prepared. And it's just like you take an NFL player. You take the top quarterbacks, the top running backs, the top defensive players. Those guys are the most bruised up at the end of the game. Is it because they were sitting on the sideline or because they were out there performing,
Right.
making stats, making gains, making bank, right?
Yep.
And so that's life. That's the reality of it all, is that if you're getting beat up, bruised up, then persevere. But I also will tell you that that NFL player works his ass off every day.
Yes.
He goes to the gym, he goes to the workouts, he goes to his routines, because he knows come on Sunday, there's 11 other guys on the other side of the field that wants to see him fail.
Yeah.
They want to make sure, that's their job, to make him fail.
Yeah.
And only the strongest will survive. The one that's prepared the best will survive.
Yeah.
And so this is what we want to emphasize and what we want to coach and teach, is that are you prepared for what life has to handle? Because each and every one of us have a talent. Each and every one of us was put here for a purpose and a reason. And if we're not getting beat up, that means you're not challenging your purpose and your reason. But we need to make sure that you're prepared physically, mentally, and spiritually.
And you get all of this. There's so much stuff on the internet that'll tell you, do this, do that, or there's your system, give me $30 and I'll give you the system. Guys, what they don't tell you is that if you don't put in the work, if you don't take the effort, if you don't pick up the phone and make the calls, it won't work. All of those systems will work if you're willing to do the work.
Right. Well, it's going back to the NFL guy. So he goes to the gym, he works out, he's got the cardio, he's got the weight, he's got the strength, but he doesn't ever show up for the game.
Right.
What good was all that working out? He calls in sick the day of the game. You can go through all that, but then you have to then apply it.
Yep.
You have to you have to get the education, you have to get the training, and then you have to apply it to have the success.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna have the 28-day challenge starts with an evaluation.
That's correct.
They need to be honest. They
Yes.
need to fill out the evaluation, and then it'll tell them.
Well, the good news is that we also have you put in your social media, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, and some of those things. So whether you're honest or not, we're going to go see what you really do in life, the things that you like, the things that you share, the things that you post. And we're going to have a good understanding of the true you, what you've been through in life. And I will tell you, when they ran mine, it was spot on.
Yeah.
It was spot on who I was, where I've been, you know, my companies, all the things that I've done in my life as a overview of who is Toby Potter. And then it had this unconscious self. What I knew about me, but really wasn't telling the world about.
What did it tell you?
It told me I was broke. It told me that I was broken, that I had lots of battle scars, that I had been there, done that, and that the things that I was looking for, that I needed to feel, was exactly where I was headed. So it knew all that within me within seconds.
Right.
And so what it does is it really, you can answer the questions, and of course, yes, you need to answer them honestly and truthfully, or you're not going to get a fair shake. But we're also going to go into a deeper dive as to who you really are, what you're really feeling, and the void that you're looking to fill. And then we're going to build a platform that's customized for you. What it does for you is not going to be for me. What it does for me is not going to be for the kids.
Right.
It's a whole different thing because it specializes into your lacks, what you're missing, and what you need strengthening up on.
And what's the idea behind the program? What are we looking to accomplish?
Yeah, the overall platform is that we want to help real estate investors ensure success and profitability. So if you want to get into real estate investing, or you're in real estate investing and you want to grow to the next level, we want to be there for you as a lender, as a direct lender, as a person who's flipped hundreds of deals, who's a person who bought over 300 deals last year. We want to be there for you, but we also know that if you're not spiritually, mentally, and physically prepared, you're not gonna platform it. You're not gonna go through it. And so this is the starting base to get you grounded for that challenge. But so that's the kind of deal that this sets that foundation, just like building a house.
Yeah.
If the foundation is weak, doesn't matter how pretty, how beautiful, all the marble, all the tile, all the chandeliers, if the foundation is weak, it's going to crumble.
And so now someone takes your course, at the end of the day, you find somebody who's willing to go in and do the work, and now you've found someone that you can lend money to.
That's
You
right.
feel pretty good about that. They've got someone who they can then get their deals funded.
Yep, and we're not only going to lend, we're going to continue coaching and mentoring to make sure, because here's the thing that I tell everybody, that's my money I'm lending you.
Yeah.
I need to make sure you have success, because if you fail, we fail.
Yep.
It's not just me lending out and then I foreclose and then I go through all this long song and dance. It took me a lot of time, a lot of money to acquire you as a customer. I don't want to do just one deal with you. I want to do one lifetime with you. And so as we have success and profitability, we do more and more and more deals. So it's in my best interest to make sure you succeed.
Yeah, I love this. So I'm trying to convince him to come to Puerto Rico, guys.
And I'm telling you, you got to keep it down, because if my wife hears this, I'm surprised she hasn't already packed up her office and let's go. Yeah, she hears it. So Puerto Rico is a great place.
It is, and we'll get you over there. We've got places for you to stay when you come.
It's been a pleasure for me. It's an honor. You know, I love what you guys are doing with your YouTube channel. You are, you know, you're growing and building. You're doing an amazing job in Puerto Rico. You're doing an amazing job in Florida. We want to be a partner with you. And for everybody that's listening here, do me a favor. These guys are amazing. These guys are awesome. Like, share, subscribe, comment. You know, make this thing grow, because you never know. You may like it, you may share it, and one person sees that is the life that needs to be changed. So if you'll do us a favor, like, share, subscribe, grow and build this network so that we can all impact lives. That's the biggest platform that I stand on.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks so much for that, Toby.
Appreciate it, man.
Where can they meet you, and when will you be launching your 28-day challenge? Or
Yeah, so you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram. Toby Potter Official is on Instagram. You can go to our websites, globalintegrityfinance.com. You can go to YouTube, Toby Potter, or Global Integrity Finance. Tons of videos, tons of content. That's the easiest way to look us up and find it. This launch, I got to get with my genius in the next room to see where he's at. We are going to try to run some information out on it on dropping bombs next week.
Okay.
So if you guys are familiar with Brad Lee, we will be live on that on Tuesday at 10:30. So there's another place where you can kind of get a little more information.
And what if they just want to borrow some money on a deal? They need a hard money loan.
Yeah, so if you're looking to borrow some money, globalintegrityfinance.com. There's a quick app on there. Apply now. Send that over. Put in there. There's some notations. Put in there that you found me through this YouTube station right here, and we'll sweeten the deal for you and make it worth your while. Anything we can do to help build and brand you guys, we want to do that with you.
Toby, how many loans did you do in 2019 in order to win the Lender of the Year 2020?
So, I don't know. I know that, so we went nationwide in 2018.
Okay.
So this is with National Private Lenders Association. We're a local company 2015, 16, 17 right here in the Metroplex. In 2018, we went national. And we basically took over the industry because I was on probably 35 stages in 12 months. We were at every networking event I could find. We were preaching to the choir about everything that we did. I do know that as of today, I have underwritten over 6,000 deals in the last 10 years. We've funded over 3,700 deals. So and I personally have flipped well over 100 deals. As not as a career, but as a test case, as I was sharing with you.
Yeah.
That we were doing fix and flips back when I didn't know they were called fix and flips. They were owner finance rehabs then, but we've been there, done that. And so in 2019, the biggest claim to fame for that was that we came from nowhere and soared to the top by reputation and by, I think, integrity. And one of the things I want to tell your audience, Global Integrity Finance is the name of the company, and integrity is our middle name. And there's a reason behind all that. There's a method to that madness. It's who we are, it's what we do, and it speaks before anything else. When you say that name, hey, I'm calling Global Integrity Finance, and we get called out on it. Like, oh, you said you had integrity name. You're right, and I'm still charging for that appraisal that you ordered. There's those kind of things that happen. And I love it when people challenge us, because it does keep us grounded in the fact that, are we living up by our name? And there's one thing that I talk about in my books that I got a couple of things from my dad. Hopefully you're getting it from your dad. But there was two things. One was, if you tell somebody you're going to do something, you either do it or bust a gut trying. Number two, your word is your bond.
Yeah.
Period. You tell somebody, you give somebody, a statement, a promise, whatever. That's all you got.
Right.
And so when we were out there preaching the gospel on stage. We had to back it up, and I think that's what rose us to the top. And it was voted by popular vote through the community. The Inc. magazine top 100. We went coming out of COVID, being dead broke. Yep. All business was stopped down, and we revamped. Was able to get licensed, be able to do this, grow up, and then took off, and was over 500% growth in our company from 19 to 20 to 21.
Wow.
So that's how we got the Inc. magazine deal. Inc. 1,000 or 5,000 rating.
That's amazing.
So
what a good story, man. We love telling these stories of great entrepreneurs. Always want to bring to you guys a way for you to fund your real estate deals. Why? Because it's probably the #1 question I get is that I'd like to be a real estate investor, but I don't have the money. There are people like Toby out there that can help you with that. We like to partner with people. So anyways, I hope you like that. Give the video a like. We'll see you on the next one. God bless.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank
you.